I've spent every year of my adult life traveling the world and having many adventures, but one of the greatest places I've ever been is a 500 square foot retail shop in the middle of the city. It was the week of our wedding, our honeymoon, and we had traveled to New York City to eat pizza and enjoy Broadway. We were strolling through the city one Saturday, and down the street, above the subway, beneath the perfectly blue mid-April East Coast sky, I saw it. A used bookstore. I grew up in a small town. I went into the city of Atlanta with my family quite often, but we spent most of our time shopping in our small town or neighboring ones. So this was the first time that I saw the Hollywood cliche I had always dreamt of. The busy city with the sounds and lights, the rumble of the road, and the echoes of everyone's voices, yet somehow nestled in all of the noise was a small space of quiet. A used bookstore, a heavy door that you almost had to pry open, lighting that likely didn't meet any type of code, and a worn floor that held the stories of every reader who walked it before me. Shelves just as high, if not higher than the ceiling, with way too much confidence as they gave the illusion they could fall over any minute. Now that I think about it, it might not have been an illusion, but they were full of vintage collections and poetic connections, rhymes and reasons for every thought and season. A smell so distinct that it reminded you of a familiar memory, yet impossible to define because it's kind of like a memory you try to forget because it's a little sticky, but not like a bad sticky. It's like a good sticky, like a really beautiful sticky memory, like a first peanut butter sandwich. And you're like, wow, this is a little overwhelming. This is a little stressful. But this flavor is something that I always want to come back to. Because no matter how many times I come back to this feeling, this memory, this place, this time, it's something new. In a room full of things that we call old, we know there is something new. New Adventures Books. Our goal is to make every day more adventurous for every child with pages both old and new. Our selections range from present-day favorites like Daniel the Tiger to nostalgic hits like The Babysitter's Club and Nancy Drew, and of course, we have classics like National Geographics. Our books are affordable, our inventory is forever growing, and we are so excited to open our doors. Whether new or used, when you hold a book for the first time, that is the beginning of a brand new adventure, and this is my family's brand new adventure. We'll be in person in 2022, but for now, you can join us on our website, newadventuresbooks.com, or on our Instagram at newadventuresbooks. We're a husband and wife team, and we're parents to an awesome 2-year-old. We enjoy living room dance parties, reading together, watching movies, trying new restaurants, and planning Disney trips. One of the two of us is a little bit more into that than the other, and it's not me, crazy enough. My husband is definitely a Disney dad. But when it comes to books, his favorite, at least from growing up, are the Little Critter series. My favorite from growing up were definitely the American Girl series. Molly was my favorite. And Isabella loves Brown Bear, Brown Bear. She actually has it memorized at 2 years old. I know, it's pretty wild. This is a brand new adventure for my husband and I as we step out to do something that means a lot to us, as he is a former daycare instructor, as I am a former kids pastor, as we are kids at heart, and we absolutely adore all of our nieces and nephews, all the kids that are in our lives. It's possible you even heard my kid in the background while I was recording this. So thank you for giving me a few minutes of your time to listen. And if you liked what you heard, make sure you check us out on Instagram at New Adventures Books or at newadventuresbooks.com, making every day more adventurous for every child with pages both old and new.